You live this life, I walk this road, and you can talk shit. Gambling with my life, but I refuse to go for nonsense. This the life I chose, this all I know, ain't many options. Vow to tell the truth, I make the rules like I'm Fleece Johnson.
What's up? This is Big Lee with Hustler Spirit. What's up, Fleece? How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing like good without complaining.
Good. Ain't nobody gonna listen anyway.
No, they not.
Hey, make sure y'all continue to email in y'all questions. I'll put the email address in the comments. I'll pin it. And Fleece say he'll answer any question y'all ask him. So.
Yeah, I want you to ask me some of the most ridiculous questions you can ask. I don't care how hard you get. I'm gonna answer, but I'm not gonna be like I used to answer. Like at first, I was finding it funny, some of your questions and stuff, and I was trying to give funny answers. But from now on, I'm going to just give who I am. When you ask me a question, you're going to get the real me. So that's how I'm going to answer, the real me.
All right, let's get started. First question, Fleece. You know that rat that you killed by biting them when you was in the dungeon? How does a rat taste?
First of all, I didn't bite the rat. I told you that I was mad. I was afraid of him. I was actually afraid, man. Then his guard had me so mad, man, that I forgot they under my bed. And I put both feet on the floor, man. And I was cussing. I was doing my hand like that. And I seen one crawl stick his head out between my feet, right? Now, I'm mad now, and when I get to that point, at that type of angle, it's whatever, man. I don't fear nothing. I said, I'm sick of y'all. So I reached down there and grabbed it, and when I grabbed it, they bite real quick. If they hit you right there, you can bleed, you're going to bleed. They so quick and powerful. That thing went, too late. I ain't gonna let it go. I ran off the bed, ran and smacked him into the wall, right? Bashed his head and stuff. And then I said, I threw him over by the toilet, that one. Then I said, I seen one run out, was getting ready to run out this way. I said, you know what? I'm sick of y'all. I'm already bleeding, so, what? I just reached out and grabbed another one. He bit me and all this stuff, and I broke him up. Slammed him, threw him at the wall. I was grabbing him and I start throwing him at the wall. Like baseballs, just throwing them hard, like you throw a baseball, right? And breaking them down. Then when they was dead, I said, them guards gonna come down here. And I was shocked, man. Yeah, they bit the hell out of me. But I said, you know what? I'm going to make it look like I'm going to scare these people. So I grabbed them and I started turn their bodies loose, right? And throwing all their guts and stuff all over the bars and the walls and splatter myself with it like I just went mad in here, right? So I'm trying to scare these guards. So when they come down the steps, they said, oh my God. And then here come all of them. They said, step back. How you hurt? They say he's bleeding. He's bleeding. And I done threw all they stuff over and the warden come down there and he's hollering, give him a shower. So they washed all of the stuff out, but they bit the hell out of him and they were still bleeding. So the nurses is like, can I attend to your, won't take you to the hospital, get you a tetanus shot? I said, nah, y'all ain't gonna stick nothing in me. Y'all down there trying to kill me, man. You think I'm gonna let you stick me with something? So I said, after 2 days, when they come down there, I would put a lot of spit in my jaw and make it come out of my lip like I was foaming at the mouth, like I was, rabies. And it scared the hell out of them girls. They said, no, I'm not going nowhere near him. He got it. I said, and I made a lot of spit come out of my mouth and stuff. And they actually thought I had rabies and stuff. So they was scared. They used to take my food. I said, I'm on a lot of food. They used to feed me just so much. They was afraid of me, man. But that's it.
Talk more about the guy that showed you his breast and blamed it on the medicine that you refused to take.
So I was at Eddyville, and that's the maximum security prison in Kentucky. That's where all the serial killers and all them is at. And so they sending me to LaGrange Reformatory for a psychological evaluation. They said I'm crazy. So LaGrange got, like Eddyville is now single cells. You got some single rooms in LaGrange, but they got doors. They ain't got bars, they got doors. So I'm sitting there, man, minding my business, man. All these people, most of them in this unit is crazy for real. And a lot of them play crazy so they won't get to see Eddyville or other prisons. Yeah, I'm crazy, man. You know, all that. So, big black dude, man, I'm talking about, bruh, man, he weighed at least 310, man. Dark, solid dark. You know, big nigga from the hood, man. You know, and Big V. That's what they call him. So he opened my door, come in my room. Said, what's up, FLEECE, man? He had a t-shirt on. And I kept seeing him up, the t-shirt was moving in the front, you know. He said, man, they got me on this stuff, FLEECE, man. Look what they did to me. And he raised that shirt up, and the titties fell out, right? They was, man. And he had hair all over, you know, he's a big black hairy nigga, so it looked real crazy. And I said, what? He said, man, look what they doing to me. He juggling them. He said, there's medication they gave me, FLEECE. I say, hey, man, get out of my cell and go talk to the people that you need to talk to. I don't want to see that shit, bro. You know, oh, man, look at this FLEECE, man. I said, man, get out of my cell, bro. And I shut my door and locked it, man. And it bothered me. Yeah, the stuff he was on was called Howl Dog. See, they got Thorazine, Seroquel, Milleril, and Milleril and Seroquel, they get Howl Seroquel. So, but Thorazine, when they got Howl Dog, it did it. It makes them have like hormones or something, man. Make you grow breasts. You know, got a lot of that hormone stuff in there, man. And he's big and black. Yeah, man, it tripped me out, man.
Have you ever seen anything in prison that made you say, yeah, this is not human?
Yeah. When they put me down on that walk, see, I was fighting on every walk. When I get on the walk in the hole, they say this is FLEECE Johnson's. The hole is FLEECE Johnson. They call it 3-cell house, but they say this is FLEECE Johnson's house. I did 12 years flat in there, but I was fighting on every walk, man. So they took me down to the dungeon. They said, you know what? We gonna put you on the walk that ain't no inmates allowed on this walk. No guards, no nothing. Just the people that works that walk. They got 4 cells down there. These is the worstest that has came out of this country, right? Not just this state. They got one dude in there, they say he eat people, and this other person, they was diabolical, man. And they put me on it. They didn't have an empty cell, so they told me I got to sleep on. They throw me a blanket and I say lay on the floor. You better hope none of them doors are open. And one of the dudes, when they bring his food, he don't eat nothing but raw meat. You give him a hamburger, a hot dog, he'll throw it up. You know, cause he eat people. I mean, I seen the devil down there, bro. And I'm laying in the hall, and they got them real dim light bulbs, and he's the one to eat people just sitting in his cell like that in the corner, curled up. So I said, what you looking at, MF? And they didn't say nothing. And then one of them said, what's your name? And when I told them my name, they all heard of me, because every time I do something, they got to lock the whole prison down. And guards leave they walk to come and join in. When they come back to their walk, the inmates are asking, who was it this time? And they always say, FLEECE Johnson, FLEECE Johnson, FLEECE Johnson. So they say, you, FLEECE Johnson. And I got to talk to them. They say you eat people. I said, I'm going to stick my hand through your bar, give you a finger. You want? He said, you real funny. And I actually touched his lip with my hand, man.
What made you do that?
Just show him I ain't afraid of him.
Touched his lip?
Yeah, I touched his lip. I said, I'm not afraid of you. I said, get a bite.
Okay, what would you did if he bit it?
I'd have choked him up out of her. He would have let my finger go. He ain't taking nothing off of me. I was doing it fast though, right? Yeah. Touching them. But all of them was sick, man. They can't let no inmates or nobody around them and stuff, right? But when I seen that devil and that one boy in that prison, I did it. All this stuff you see on sci-fi, in the movies.
You talking about Cliff?
Cliff, yeah. Stuff you read in them horror. I used to read horror books and all this stuff. When you see his stuff for real, it caught me off guard. I was not expecting to see this, man. It'd have been different if I was dreaming it. If I was high, intoxicated. Then if I had a history of seeing stuff, then, you can say, but man, I wasn't high, I wasn't drugged, I was in a good mood, and the person I'm getting ready to go talk to, we all right. We cool. I'm getting ready to ask him to put some hot water in my coffee cup, man. He works in the kitchen. He was standing in the kitchen door, him and some more, in their kitchen whites. But when I got up, as soon as I eyes locked, that thing was in him, a devil. It made all the bones in my body shake and all my nerves went haywire, and I pissed and I duty. I had to grab my pants leg and turn my body, force myself away from it, and walk away. And I went and sat down. I said, before I go take a shower, I said, man, what the hell was that? What the hell did I just see, man? And it was hissing like it was trying to jump out of him into me. And I forced myself to walk away, man, and I went back down on her. He came back out. It wasn't in him, and he cracked a joke about it. Next time you see him, tell him I say, what's up? I laughed. You crazy, FLEECE. I know what I seen, right? So, and 2 weeks later, he died. They said his belly swelled up and burst. But they said a bullet was in him from Game Green, all silly stuff. But that's something I seen, man, that will stay with me until I die, man.
Quick question. Why didn't, when you had the female guard and you sold her to another inmate because you got a walkie-talkie? couldn't she have just told the COs that you stole her walkie-talkie?
Here, a walkie-talkie is they telling girls when they working jobs. Your walkie-talkie, you better never lose it because if it falls in the hands of an inmate, you can get on that walkie-talkie and you can walk yourself up out of that prison. And a lot of people with you. You can tell the tower, open C section 2-1, door open, you walk through it. Open section C41, door open. And you walk out. So, me, like I said, I did 12 years flat in the hole. I done already show these people that putting me in the hole don't mean nothing to me. Usually when I go to the hole, it's somewhere from between 3 months to years. That's my usual FLEECE, right? And so when I took her walkie-talkie, I told her, you can call IA Internal Affairs. They like the FBI of the penitentiary. They gonna ask me and I'm gonna deny it. I'm gonna say, no, I didn't tell her that. They gonna lock me up and they can only hold me for 90 days and they can redo it for another 90 and then they gotta let me go. I said, what's 6 months in a hole to me? I get over and live a life over, man. I turn it out over. I told her they gonna fire you because that's a breach of security. You lose that walkie-talkie, you out of her, bro. So she knew it. And she came back and she said, I thought I did you right. I said, it ain't about something you did right. It's just all about what you ain't done. She said, well, what? I said, you ain't never gave me some head. She said, you know what? I'm not going to. I said, well, let me go pack my stuff. She said, wait a minute. Is that all you want? Well, if I do this for you, you know I can't have you as my Walkman no more. I say, look, you get ready to make me a good word to slam it and you out of here. You don't make the rules, I do. I'm going to be your Walkman every day. You're going to do what you been doing. And so what you going to do? She said, well, let's get it over with. Come on over here. And she sat down and she piped me, you know. And so I took her to somebody else.
That don't sound right. You said she piped you.
Yeah, you know, sucked me off. Gave me some head. And so she, this other dude, Sam, I sold him to her. I got $2,500. And so he got that back in one day. Cause she, like, you think most, out of all the people in the prison, it's at least about 100 people in prison that is rich. At least 100 in all prisons. At least 100 that is filthy. They got businesses on the street. They own farms and cattle and horses and businesses and corporations. They just got locked up for some stupid stuff like killing their wife, domestic violence and all this. So, but they got money and she'll go to their bars, inmates. Here's inmates that, can you imagine inmates in there trying to make dolls out of mattresses and will have sex with their mattresses, anything, man. It's just a freak house. And here's this big lady gonna throw some 44 Ds through your bars and just let you masturbate. I mean, they was paying thousands for that. And he was sending her, but he knew the ones that was rats and snitchers and all this stuff, the ones that kept to themselves. And so she worked all the money guys. She didn't go to no project people or nothing. But he kept her for about 2-3 years, man. And I never went back to her. I never messed with her. But it happened.
Next question. How many boyfriends did Lynda Dynamite have? And did you get married on the yard?
One boyfriend.
11 years, one boyfriend.
One boyfriend. One. Just one. For real.
Did you ever get married on the yard when you got married that time?
Yeah, it was on the yard.
In front of everybody?
Everybody. See, and let me comment on that. Like I said, I don't ask nobody to understand nothing, man. I grew up in the penitentiary from a baby. No justification. I still knew right from wrong, though. But
you got to explain when they ask the question about that, don't you?
no, I'm going to. I want them to. I told you when I answer your question, it's going to be my way. And so this is something that everybody in there doing it, and I did it. So that's the answer.
When your life is over, what do you hope God says about the man you became today, not the man that you were?
I hope for nothing. And I face reality, man. If I know that, you know, the hope thing is, and I'm glad you asked that question because that decision on whether you saved or not is up to Jesus. It ain't nobody in this world can take that authority away from him and decide, well, I know I'm saved. You don't know nothing. You're not even allowed to make that decision. Jesus is the only one can make that decision if you saved, right? He's the only one. So my hope at the moment is that that our God knows that I love him. That's it. That I love him and love his son, and that I really do, and that I praise him and thank him, and it's with sincerity. Now, whether I fall short or not, my hope is not to go to heaven. My hope is just that I let my God know that I do love him.
I hate to ask this question right after that, but how long does it take to get in a butt, and do you need lube?
Well, it don't take long at all. It's like when you have sex, people think in penitentiary. See, I don't know what kind of sex y'all have out here in society. A lot of dirty sex, obviously, because it's why all the diseases is coming not from prison, but from out here, going into the prison. So in prison, people in there, they make them wash up, make them douche. You ain't gonna find nobody sticking their thing in a butt and pulling it out and they got duty on it, because they'll beat them to death. You know, them sisters know that. So they know when you stick something in them, it better come out clean, right? And so they do it. You know, and so to answer your question, what was the question again?
How long does it take to get in a butt?
Now, when you're going to get in a butt, you don't know, you don't just take your thing and just stick it on the butthole and just push it in. It ain't the way they have sex in there. You know, you take your thing and you wiggle it around the butthole. Push it in, pull it out.
All right, that's enough.
Out,
Let's go to the next one.
Get it in.
Let's go to the next one.
Yeah, ask me some more. Shit.
They said, since you have a 12-inch cock, were you really talking about yourself when you talked about the man that was sucking himself? No,
I'm talking about me. Now, I don't know what
You was talking about you?
Yeah, I ain't talking about, I was talking about I got a 12-inch cock. I ain't say the man that was sucking himself had a 12-inch. I just know I saw him suck himself and went all the way to the balls with it. You know, he was sucking himself so hard, man. It's like, damn, do me. And so, but that's it.
What would you do with a person with a vagina and a penis?
Right now,
What they call it, hermaphrodite or whatever?
Yeah, well, right now I ain't gonna do nothing with them. I don't mess around. So, but back then, it wasn't. I done seen it in the penitentiary, and it's weird, man. It's when you see it, it's stranger than you think. You know, it don't look right, and it's a turnoff. You know, he been better off having a set of nuts, right? You can deal with that, right? But just to see a penis in a pussy, and just like I saw that one dude had 2 assholes, so it's a turnoff. I wouldn't do shit with it, tell him get out of my face.
Are you still going to do a collab with Charleston White and 607 Out?
They call on me, but I have decided that we do better doing it the way we doing it. We don't need to go on other platforms, man. That them guys doing their own thing. We wish them well. That's about it.
You talked about the man that was eating a chili and fell asleep and woke up and said somebody been up in him.
Yeah, his brother.
Hold on. Did that ever happen to you, or did you ever do that to anybody?
And nobody ever took anything from me, bro. If I do something, it's because FLEECE did it, right? FLEECE ain't, you can't threaten me, bully me, or nothing, man. And so, I almost gave it up one time when that dude knocked that hole in that wall, but that dude with the chili, he had his brother and their friends, man. They were sitting in the TV room. This is not at Eddyville. This is at Easton. They call that Gladiator School. All the young niggas is in this penitentiary, right? A couple of old niggas, but mostly young dudes. YNs, man, they Gladiator School. And so, this dude, you got families that turn their back and act like you done did something to them because you in jail. They don't want to speak to you because you in jail, And they don't want to send their loved one money and stuff, so put them in a situation where they bumming and do whatever to live in there. So this dude that made that chili, man, he makes it where, man, you can smell it. It'll light the whole dorm up. And then that dude said, damn, he said, you want some of this? And the dude said, yeah. So he said, just clean the bowls when you done. Dude said, I think. He had a big bowl of that shit, went in his room. And that dude took that medication and shit and put it all in the chili, put him to sleep, man. Put him to sleep, and when he woke up, while he was asleep, dude went on and put that grease and lotion up his ass and fucked him. And so, and then dude, we was all sitting in a TV room, and he walked in there, and his brother and his brother's little crew was in there. They said, what's up, man, what's up? He said, man, I don't even feel like a man no more, bruh. He said, man, what you on, nigga? What you on? He said, man, look at this shit, bruh. And pulled his drawers down, turn around, and you see that stuff leaking out of him and all that grease and stuff was, so dude said, what's up, man? What's up, nigga? What you saying, nigga? All that stuff. He said, man, this nigga, man, took me, bruh. In my sleep, man, this nigga took me, man. Them niggas ran out of there. All them niggas ran out of that TV room. I said, it's boy, the beating they put on dude. Hey, let me tell you. Man, dude took a tabletop, steel tabletop, tore it off the wall and was smashing it down on dude's head, bro. While he's laying on the floor,
Did they kill him?
We thought he was dead, man, but they say he was hooked up to a machine. And then, like 4 years later, somebody said they saw him at medical prison, right? But yeah, but it happened.
So back in Eddyville, in the Eddyville days, you said booty was more important than water. Now in 2026, do you still feel the importance of booty? If so, why, and would you ever treat yourself again?
No. Like I said, I don't mess around no more. And so, it was dead. But right now, before I left the penitentiary, down in Eddyville, they still here. It ain't like it used to be where they bringing more and more young people down there. But Eddyville's a trip, though. It's unlike any prison. What you see in one prison, you see things in Eddyville you won't see in no prison. Just because of the caliber of people they got down there, man. And
that's where all the crazy people go.
Man, I'm telling you, it's where the worst of the worst.
Allegedly.
P.
Diddy has HIV. This is allegedly. Do inmates use that to stay safe, or is that too much of a rumor to play with?
You got inmates in, when I said booty was more important than water, believe that. I seen many inmates that we knew that this guy had full-blown AIDS. And they still had sex with him. So, they don't care about the HIV stuff in prison. They look at it like, man, I'm dying already. You know, just being in this one. You know, it's a little booty, I can die happy. Stuck up in somebody's butt. So, they don't care about that. And as far as P. Diddy having HIV, that's a rumor because in prison, we found out through certain sources, but in the prison he's in, you're going to hear all kinds of rumors on him. You know, a lot of it ain't going to be true.
Now, this part of the video is great. At the end, we're going to start the therapy session. Thank you for joining us today. This is Dr. Muckenberg and Mr. FLEECE Johnson's therapy session number 4. Hey, FLEECE, what brings you in here today?
Excuse me?
What brings you in here today, Mr. Johnson?
I got an appointment.
Okay. Besides the appointment, why did you make the appointment?
Because I paid for it.
Okay, well, that's understood. You wouldn't be in here if you didn't.
Yeah, get that right.
Believe me, you wouldn't.
You wouldn't be able to buy no gas either.
I got more patience than you. You're just a funny one. So what brings you? Let's start right here. You talked about paranoia. What are you paranoid of?
Of a lot of things. People, and for instance, animals, the weather, all this talk of Jesus coming back, the annihilation, everything. But my paranoia is not to the point to where it's a problem or not like that. It's just that sometimes I scrutinize things, right? People and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I put them under scrutiny. And so...
Meaning what, you investigate them?
Yeah, I investigate people. I don't take nothing word of mouth. You know, I like proof.
You do your own personal research.
Yeah, I let do that. I let a person prove themselves, right? Get them in situations where they got to prove who they are, right?
Why you keep saying right?
That's just a figure of speech.
I know everything you say right. Okay, yeah, I heard you.
Okay.
So have you been practicing the breathing techniques that we
Yeah, I had to use it. I had to use it on multiple occasions, man, where I was experiencing anger and frustration,
uh
and I had a
No, it's inhale through your nose and out your mouth, Mr. Johnson. If you would have been practicing, you would have knew that.
hey, if you listen to me, man, you don't give me chances.
But you're doing the breathing technique wrong, Mr. Johnson.
I did it through my mouth right here. Bro.
No, it's through your nose.
I know.
Inhale
I know.
and exhale,
but
Mr.
I
Johnson.
did it through my mouth just now.
Big Lee, I thought y'all was gonna practice.
I do it all the time. It did me good, man. The technique has done me good, and I did do it through my nose when I did it out there.
How many times did you do it?
I said multiple occasions, man. I always do it 3 times. You know.
3 good deep breaths.
Deep breath. See, I had to do it just now because, you know, you frustrated.
I know, but you didn't exhale through your mouth. You just start talking.
Hey, look.
Well, I don't want you to get dizzy and fall out. Okay.
No, I'm not going to do all that falling out.
Do you have a problem with me, Mr. Johnson?
No, your questions I have a problem with because, like, I pay you, man, and I expect you to hold, I told you I'm on the internet, and, you know, I'm going viral with this, you know, so people going to think that it's a game, but it's not.
What, you got an OnlyFans or something? What do you mean you're on the
Don't worry
internet?
about what I got. You getting paid to ask, you know, to be a therapist, a real therapist on camera. That's all I'm asking, to be who you are.
All I can do is ask you questions and
Okay, I'm
evaluate
gonna
you
answer your questions.
and try to help you solve these difficulties you're having.
Yeah, because you can't.
Well, what do you mean I can't?
You can't solve my problem.
How you know? You don't even give me a chance.
You just got through saying it. Are you gonna? You just saying to help me solve my problem. That's what I want you to do.
I know
help me.
The breathing helped, didn't it?
Yeah.
I must know something.
But I'm saying you can't solve my problem yourself. You got to help me help myself. Now, am I a therapist? Should I take what I'm paying you and start paying me?
Do you have a doctor's degree?
Hey, no, I do not.
Oh, okay then. What the hell kind of question was that?
So what's your next question? Doctor, I can't pronounce your first name.
What you talking about?
You know, Mockingbird.
That's my last name, and let's stay professional. It's Mockingbird. Yes.
Yeah, your first name is what?
It don't matter.
It matters.
How many times?
When I give you that
How
money,
many times do I have to tell you?
When you go to the bank, they say Benjamin.
Mr. Johnson. My full name is on the door when you walk in here.
His name is Clark.
Look, I won't mess up your name. Please don't mess up, man.
All right, what's going on, man? Next question, Doc. Doctor.
How is the internet thing going? I seen one of your little clips.
It's going all right. You know, we got fans, and it's going all right.
What have you been working on this past week? I mean, as far as your attitude and trying to be a constructive citizen.
I've been working on my reactions and responses.
That's good. That's good.
And I'm doing good. You know,
Okay.
these little sessions is helping me.
So you're thinking
Getting
before
on
you.
camera, this picture, being able to get on camera and talk about stuff that I don't keep secret. You know, and then when I get questions from people, you know, so I'm out, you know, it's good. I'm not under pressure. I don't have secrets that keep me up on a lot of pressure. I don't have no secrets no more. So my life is just laid out. Here it is.
Do you need some water?
No, man, I'm strong, man. My fans know it.
I've noticed ever since you drunk them chemicals, you don't like drinking anything up here anymore.
No, I don't. I don't drink pure. I drink water, Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid, on Sunny D, milk. Drink a lot of milk. And that's it.
No cookies, just drinking milk?
Yeah, I eat cake, cookies, and pies, all that. But liquid drink, I drink mostly milk, man, and tea, iced tea, sweet tea.
I've noticed you still smoking. Are you even trying to slow up on that?
Yeah, I have did tremendous on it. I only smoke now because I didn't bring my tobacco with me. I smoke out of
You bring
pipe.
your what?
My tobacco.
What's that?
My pipe. I got a pipe that I smoke.
What's tobacco?
That's what I put in my pipe.
Tobacco?
Yeah. Tobacco.
Oh, okay. You said tobacco. I didn't know what the hell you said.
Yeah, well, I had this little speech thing always in my life. You know, when they took my teeth, man, and my words come out slurred sometimes, you know.
You did mention that you was exercising now. How's that going?
It's going good. I need to start back, though. I think I went a week and stopped a week. Went a week and stopped a week. And I'm going back into it. So,
What made you stop?
distractions, man. You know, you got to stop to deal with things at home. You know, when you're in a marriage, man, it depends on who you married to. If you married to somebody that like the organ, then your job is cut out for you, buddy. Yeah.
I see you change hats. That one looks a
brown
more.
one is kind of out.
It has personality.
Yeah, it said it got laid over to the grand jury. And that's how it looks, too.
I know why you tried to defend it last time when I
Man, because
talked
it's
to
my
you.
favorite hat, man. I like that style, man, my cowboy style. I got to get me another hat, man. That's just it. I need another hat.
Another brown one.
Yeah, black, brown, or whatever. Just another cowboy hat that fit my head, right?
What size is that? I think we talked about this before.
Nah, I never answered it.
Are you answering now?
I don't even know how big my damn head is, right?
What size is that hat?
I think it's probably 7, 8. I would say I'll put me around an 8 and a half.
8?
Yeah, I would feel good with an 8 instead of 7 and a half. Or
8.5.
Yeah, 8 and
Looking
a
at that forehead. Okay.
Excuse me?
Never mind. Do you need a lighter for your cigarette? You have one?
I have one, but I ain't gonna smoke it.
Go ahead. I'm not gonna stop you from smoking.
Okay, so
Even though they're bad for you.
yeah, they bad for the people. They bad for people.
What are you expecting out of the remainder of your life? Say 8 months. The next 8 months.
Well, I have no plans for 8 months. I don't set plans up, worldly plans, right? Like, what my life gonna be like a year from now, 5 years from now. I don't know. I'm not God. I can say this, that my process is what I hope is that I can live a good life, man, be in my own home, and have enough to live on, man. That's it.
Ooh, yeah. In a new spell. It's life changing. When your eyes meet mine, the room goes still, like the world holding breath for what we feel. Chills rise slow like waves on skin. Every nerve awake when you lean in. Heartbeat talking in a silent tongue. Every look says what we're becoming. No rush, no race, just gravity pulling every part of you to me. Your hair finds mine, fingers intertwine. Time dissolves between the lines. Every cell knows what to do. Yeah. Diving deep, just being close to you. When our souls touch, sparks in the dark. Love ignites before the start. Lose warmth running, hearts collide. We don't fall, we dive inside. When our souls touch, nothing else exists. It's just a moment, sealed with a kiss. This ain't lust, this ain't pretend. It's real love making from within. Your warmth melts the space between. Silky moves, slow and clean. Every motion smooth, like oil on flame. No resistance, just rhythm and faith. Breath on breath, we synchronize. Fire rising behind closed eyes. No words needed, we already know where this feeling wants to go. Skin to skin, the tension hums. I count down before the liftoff comes. Locked so tight, we break the mold. Two spirits young, two hearts bold. Our souls to the sparks in the dark. Love nights before the start. Goosebumps running, hearts collide. We don't fall, we dive inside. When our souls touch, nothing else exists. It's the moment, sealed with a kiss. This ain't lust, this ain't pretend. It's real love making from within. Slow motion when you say my hand. Heaven found in the heel of the flame. No ceiling where we rise at high. We long string straight into the sky. Time stands still. Fantasy past the mind, body, heart all aligned. You're in my soul, I'm in your spine. It's more than skin. It's where forever starts to begin. Real love deeper than a rush. That's the power when our souls touch. When our souls touch.